reports suggest the Trump administration is serious about establishing a strategic Bitcoin reserve. Some Bitcoin pioneers believe that this strategic reserve could lead to Bitcoin commanding a seven-figure or $1 million Bitcoin price this cycle, meaning before the end of 2026.
People that use fiat currency as a store of value, there's a name for them. We call them poor.
Things are heating up in the crypto world. Stakes are high, and if you act right now, you may very well change your life forever. It's great to be back here with you guys. Happy weekend, and I am just so excited for what's to come. We are the underdogs. The underdogs are finally going to have their day in the sun as we are now witnessing everything come to life that we've always spoken about as a possibility throughout all of these years. We are starting to see institutional FOMO, and the administration to come is so bullish on crypto. I don't think we're bullish enough. And I want to say one thing. I just got back from watching Gladiator 2. So if you've seen it, let me know what you think in the comments. I'll try not to give much away, but I want to tell you, each and every single one of you watching my shows, trying your hardest to learn, absorb knowledge, and not mess this up, this opportunity of a generation, you are the gladiators of the modern day and age. I want you to live it. I want you to feel it inside. This is our chance to get things right this time as a society, as we reconstruct the government, as we reconstruct the way of the world. It's the changing of a world order. And I say this often, and I truly mean it. And I want you guys to internalize this feeling because you are warriors. We've all been through so much in this industry, and now it's our time to shine. And this is how I see you.
I put you in the ring, you fight or you die.
Strength and honor.
Strength and honor.
The odds are against you.
The odds are always against me.
I'm just here for the games.
When the going gets tough, the tough get going. We are truly on the verge of a generational opportunity, and I want to take a moment to stress that I hope that you're putting everything that you can into succeeding this bull run. And one of those tools for me has been Capital Mindset, the Capital Mindset Trading Group. I've been in it for 3 years, and it completely changed the game for me. In fact, one of our most recent members who joined just did his first 10x on leverage trading, XRP perp. So shout out to him and congratulations. It's amazing to see that progress in such little time. And in this trading groups, you can learn to trade leverage, you can learn to trade normally, and also you can see how to buy the bottoms of patterns. So even if you're just an investor looking to what should I buy now, or what are the coins that haven't popped yet, which are the ones that are more undervalued, this group is amazing for that. It's Capital Mindset. You can use my code CryptoMegan for a 10% discount. So this is just another tool to use in your toolkit to help you succeed in this market. I cannot wait to break this episode down for you guys as to why $1 million Bitcoin is not out of the question. If not this cycle, then many predict by 2030, which is not a long time to wait considering. And also Michael Saylor says that he believes Bitcoin will hit $13 million as it becomes 7% of the world's wealth in the next 20 years. So this is insanely bullish. We are on the beginning, on the verge of the golden age, but truly the golden age, and you are not late, but you have to act now. So in this episode, I'm going to explain where we're at and why people might be telling you altcoins aren't going to run, they're dead, it's different this cycle, everything's going into Bitcoin, but why I believe that is categorically not true. Altcoins are just waking up. They're just breaking above their 200-day moving averages. And we are going to see one of the biggest explosions, the biggest crypto bull runs of a lifetime. So I'll explain exactly where I think we're at in the cycle, where I think we'll top out, and the altcoins that are ready to moon. I mean, the altcoins that will explode, will take everybody by surprise. In Elio Trades, one of my colleagues that I respect highly in this industry's words, the boomer coins, which include XLM, XRP, THETA, Cardano, and so many more. I'm going to give you a few moon bag gems on this episode as well, and we'll go over some of the news and where I think things are headed in the coming months and where I think we could begin to see the altcoin season of all altcoin seasons. So without further ado, I'm your host, Megan Nilsson, aka Crypto Megan, coming to you from Marbella, Spain. I'm having the best time here, guys. It's great to be back. Let me know where you're tuning in from, and let's do this. So jumping right into it, I love this image from Elio Trades, the super cycle coming to a living room near you. That's right, we're entering the part of the cycle where retail is waking up to this opportunity. And for those of you who are just tuning in now, or just getting started now, and to all of you OGs, none of you are late. But it's time to act and act fast, because you don't want to get in when episode 4 of this parabolic run starts, because the train has not left the station yet fully, but it will soon. We did have some concerning news from Jim Cramer, actually, who just turned bullish on Bitcoin. You guys all know what that means. He's most definitely the inverse signal here in crypto, so let's hope it's nothing drastic this time. Saving this for the record, let's see how this ages. So here Jim Cramer said, Bitcoin is topping out, urges investors to sell Bitcoin here at the bottom, and now he's flipping bullish and urging his investors to buy and calls it a winner. Hey, you know, I believe that there's so much money on the sidelines right now that having an epic monumental crash is very far from probabilistic at this point. That's how I feel. Although I must remind you, my fellow gladiators, that if you want those massive parabolic gains, you need to be able to stomach these pullbacks, and we will get several pullbacks before this cycle ends of 30 to 40, maybe even 50%. Will you be ready? Do you have a strategy? Do you have some cash on the sidelines? If not, will you hold strong? Don't forget to take profits on the way up either. So I will be making a video on taking profits, but for now, I could not be more bullish, and I believe we are just at the very beginning of the altcoin boom. This is one of the things that I find the most bullish of all. Vivek says, Bitcoin balance on exchanges just hit an all-time low. Supply shock incoming. That's right. We've always talked about this imminent supply shock, but it's never really been this close to a reality. You see, there's only so many Bitcoin being mined, and there's more Bitcoin being bought by these mass institutions, by retail coming in, by everyone piling into Bitcoin than are being mined. So eventually, I mean, the supply shock is baked into the code of the halving, right? When the rewards get halved, every single halving. But now there's so much demand that we're actually seeing the effect of a supply shock, and that's super bullish. Just in, $7.3 trillion asset manager Charles Schwab's incoming CEO says, I have not bought crypto and I now feel silly. Wow. You know why this is so amazing? Because we are now witnessing institutional FOMO. We've always spoken about it. We've always wondered how that would be. It is happening. You will be deemed irresponsible if you are an asset manager and you don't have any exposure to Bitcoin in the very near future. I can see it now, and it's really, really cool to witness this happen. And then from the intro, if the U.S. strategic Bitcoin reserve happens, prepare for 7-figure Bitcoin this cycle. The market is skeptical on meaningful follow-through for now, so it's not all priced in. It's most definitely, the human brain cannot price in exponential growth, right? It absolutely cannot, but now is the time where these kind of changes can take everybody by surprise. And I'm going to show you a few charts as to where I think Bitcoin could hit this cycle. But if things start to get really crazy and really bullish, and announcements come from around the world and countries and sovereign wealth, things can get moving quickly. Michael Saylor, Bitcoin is 0.1% of the capital in the world right now. I think it's going to be 7% of the capital, and my long-term forecast is it's going to 13 million over 21 years. He now holds over 250,000 Bitcoin. I mean, that is ultra mega bullish. I mean, how many of you, this is the opportunity we always nag. I mean, I know for me, I told my dad, why didn't you buy more X, Y, and Z, the dot-com boom, when real estate was worth nothing? Man, like, they had that opportunity and we didn't think we would get it in our lifetime, but here we are, and we're getting that opportunity 100-fold. This is our chance to have our kids tell us, hey, you did it right. You were a pioneer. You got involved. You understood the value and you went for it. So congrats to all my fellow warriors. We are in for a very, very amazing golden era. So here, Bitcoin, the 5-day log scale. So I wanted to show you this chart. This is from Capital Mindset, our alpha trading group that I mentioned in the intro. And it just kind of shows a little bit more long-term where we're headed. So this was the chart we posted before, and I just want to show you how well it's actually playing out. So trend-based time price fibs measuring the primary trend. So here is the mark on May 24th, and just look at how well this played out. It just hit it to a T. So this chart shows that Bitcoin could be hitting around $320,000 by October 2025. Wow. And for all of you who think that altcoins are not going to have a run and that many will not see their old all-time highs, I believe that's far from the truth, and I think that this is going to shock many people what's going to happen in altcoins, because we have the Ethereum ETF already live. We're probably going to get a Sol ETF and so many more ETFs. Institutions will want exposure. So the total crypto market cap has just been broken brand new all-time highs for the first time since October 2021. Last time the total crypto market cap broke all-time highs, altcoins fueled a 334% rally, adding $2 trillion in value. We estimate the total value of the crypto market this bull run to be around $5 to $10 trillion. I estimate it could even hit 15 trillion. I think this is understated even. I think we could be headed to far greater heights. And if you look at this chart, you see we're right here. We've just now broken out. And this marks the beginning of every single parabolic cycle. So here we are. Here we are, guys. How will you react? What will you do? Will you take action? And this is just a fun chart to show what happens after every Thanksgiving, typically. And although we can see some up and a little bit of consolidation, many of them just had parabolic runs directly from Thanksgiving. I remember making a video on Thanksgiving last year when I started this YouTube channel about last October, or I revamped it. And you know, if you had bought then, you'd be sitting very, very pretty now. And here we are again, guys. Here we are again. And I'm telling you again, I want you to succeed. I want you to be so successful. So now is the time to start positioning, start looking, start trying to buy the bottoms of the patterns or the breakouts above the 200-day moving averages, like I told you in the intro. And here we have, boom, Trump's buying back the crypto exchange with only 16 coins. And guess what? XRP is one of them. XRP and Trump. Okay, so Algorand, Avalanche, Bitcoin, Bitcoin Cash, Cardano, Chainlink, Dogecoin, Ethereum, Pepe, Ripple, XRP, Shiba Inu, Solana. Man, I mean, moon mission for these coins. And you all know Cardano. Cardano is my number one. Held it since just under 5 cents, did a 65x last cycle, and I believe it has way more gas in the tank. I actually think Bitcoin Cash could surprise a lot of people. I know that's controversial, but it is being used for payments by many people around the world. And here we have for meme coins, Pepe, Shiba, and Doge. I mean, you really don't have to overthink this. Most of these coins are going to do very, very well this bull run, and now even more bullish. This is not confirmed news, but this is what he's looking at. So these coins could do moon missions this cycle. Don't underestimate the power of the boomer coins. So here is Bitcoin overlaid with the most recent U.S. presidential elections. Very interesting to see how price navigates leading into the elections and then afterwards. Notice the gray boxes at each cycle top. Historically, prices rallied for roughly 1 year after each election. So yes, all of these indicators in the confluence point to end Q4 2025 to when we could be seeing a market cycle top. Another important stat on U.S. presidential elections is that the Bitcoin price has never gone lower than the price it was at the election time, which this year was right around $75,000. So will that continue to be true? Time will tell. Could $75,000 be our new floor? Wow. Never thought we'd be saying this. Never thought we'd be saying this quickly. But things change fast, and it's really exciting to see how bullish this administration is, and it could change everything. It could change the entire way of the world, guys. Bitcoin's incredible strength sows the seed of doubt in alts, and those seeds of doubt are what create the next opportunity. Seen it happen repeatedly with new reasons sprouting each time for why rotation won't happen again, and yet, just as the earth spins, we'll rotate. This is absolutely 100% like right on. You know, the capital goes through cycles, right? It first goes into the biggest, shiniest asset, which is Bitcoin, the store of value. And when people are super up and super in profit, they then start to trickle those profits down into the high cap alts, the mid cap alts. And then at the end of the cycle comes the most risk and the lowest cap alts, NFTs. And there's no reason why this cycle should be any different. So like I said, now is the time to get positioned if you're not positioned. And that is not financial advice. It's just what I'm doing. And I want you to consider your options here. Okay. Crystal ball time. We love the crystal ball. Bitcoin rallies to 100K by inauguration. Sell the news event. Bitcoin comes all the way back down to 90K, which is not that far. Intergalactic altcoin season all through February. Bitcoin makes the final Q1 push to new highs in March. Sell in May and go away. Random narratives fight all summer. Bitcoin final push into Christmas 2025. Even Bitcoin Cash sends to all-time high. Can't lose. Total market cap peaks January 2026. Okay, well, he poked a little fun here at Bitcoin Cash, which is, it is what it is. I believe Bitcoin Cash will do well this cycle too. And this just goes to show, like, I have a very similar thought about how this could be happening. Maybe we keep continuing to run. The charts show there is momentum left in the tank in Bitcoin. And we hit around that territory. We correct a little bit. And then we have a mega bullish altcoin spring. And then the sell in May go away is typical for stocks and crypto, and then we usually have a little bit slower of a summer, and then maybe one last push in Q3 or Q4 of 2025. So that is the timeline. Map it out. I will be keeping you updated in real time, so you'll have everything you need to know and all the tools to help you make the best informed decisions based on information that you get, right? This is all about studying, staying up to date, and taking profits along the way. The subject of my latest video is happening now. The 100 biggest gainers today shows that a rotation into major utility altcoins, XLM, and this is another one on my list, guys. If you don't hold XLM, I just picked up a bag around 22 cents that I got from one of the charts in our Capital Mindset group, and it has since pumped to 50 cents, and I believe it'll go way higher than that. XLM, XRP, Cardano, Atom, Algo, ICP, and EOS. Soon these double-digit gains will compound, and the NASDAQ-type investors will be FOMOing in. I hear this one will get an ETF. We will then see a traditional liquidity rotation in the mid and low cap utility alts. Again, not hating on memes. This is a way easier game. So this is like, just keep it simple. Set it and forget it. Like, chasing memes can be fun. It can be great. I hold meme coins, but there is no need to complicate this to do exceptionally well in this market. And of course, this is the most bullish news of all. I was there when Trump announced this at his speech at the Bitcoin Nashville, and he said, "I will fire Gary Gensler on day one." The whole crowd roared. So, breaking SEC chair Gary Gensler to step down. It's the end of an era. Good riddance. And it's time to clean up. It's time to clean up the system. Justin, crypto lawyer and leading SEC chair candidate Teresa Goody Guillen says, "Make crypto great again." I like the way that sounds. Can you believe we're going to have a bullish SEC chair? Can you even imagine, after everything this industry has been through under this tyrannic reign, hammer down from Gary Gensler? I mean, this is going to be a whole new era, guys. And this is one of the things I'm most excited about. Elon Musk and Vivek are going to launch Dogecast podcast for the Department of Government Efficiency. So actually, let's listen to this, because this is pretty crazy.
As part of that process, I'm now all in. I'm focused on making sure that we actually accomplish the goal rather than just talking about it. So to that end, for the next little bit, I'm going to put a pause on the weekly Truth podcasts. I've enjoyed doing it this year. It's been incredibly fun and entertaining. I've learned from a lot of the guests, and I've enjoyed communicating with all of you. We're going to put that on pause for a little bit. And as you may have heard, Elon and I are going to start a separate track of Dogecasts that explain exactly what we're doing to the public to provide transparency in what is a once-in-a-generation project. We want to bring the public along with us, to lift the curtain, to take us behind the scenes of what actually that waste, fraud, and abuse in government looks like. However bad you think it is, it's probably worse. But we don't want to do this to just expose the problem. We want to do it to solve the problem.
Whoa. I mean, there were some very strong words used in that. I mean, the secrets, fraud, and abuse, and they want to lift the curtain. I mean, this is all, it feels like they're the Avengers to me. Does it feel like that to you guys? I mean, it's just so exciting to witness everything changing like this. Then we have U.S. Senator Cynthia Lummis pushing to sell some of the Federal Reserve's gold to buy 1 million Bitcoin and build a strategic reserve. Lummis wants to reduce the national debt as she sees Bitcoin as a store of value and believes it will serve as a global reserve currency and help the U.S. dollar remain strong. Gold is the past, Bitcoin is the future. So it seems we have the new Bitcoin standard to replace the gold standard. I just couldn't even imagine this when I started this journey, that we could get this far this fast. But that is how it is. And I will quote this again. Adoption always feels gradual until in hindsight it looks explosive. I heard that from Arthur Hayes, the ex-CEO of BitMEX, and it is coming to life now. And now we're going to get into some of these moon mission cryptos. You know, I love XRP. I hold a lot of XRP. I'm happy to see it moving. And Leo Trade says, seeing XRP move like this has me so insanely bullish for the next liquid rotation. I can't even express it in human language. I mean, yeah, XRP's been dead for so many years, and everything is starting to wake up. Here's the XRP chart. We have good old Gary Gensler here to remind us just exactly why we're free to take off now. The rubber band that's been coiled is starting to shoot up. And as you can see here, this is a chart from Capital Mindset, the Alpha Trading Group. And don't forget, the link is in the description. Use my code CryptoMegan to get 10% off. We have Gary Gensler here to remind us of what's happening now. So we've got a massive double bottom. This is a 1 week chart, so it's a very higher time frame. But the measured move from this massive double bottom is almost $4. So I believe XRP will see double digits this cycle. Let's go. Next up, XLM. I picked up a bag of this at 22 cents right after it broke out from here. I mean, I'm telling you, these charts are everything. Like, you just know, it's like, at some point, all of the altcoins are going to start popping off, but these charts help us see which ones are ready to go, which ones are at better entries. I mean, this is so helpful, even if you're just an investor and not even a trader, right? So I bought around 22 cents, and the measured move from this massive double bottom is just under 70 cents and probably well beyond that. So XLM is on the radar. THETA, all you THETA guys, THETAzillas, THETA, man. Oh, I feel like this one is going to boom this cycle, especially when the AI narrative starts to pick back up. I saw a lot of the AI coins were running over this weekend. THETA is going to do phenomenally well. We're just here right now at the point of resistance, just around $2, just under $2. If we can break that and hold that, then the midterm targets go all the way up to $7, guys, and then we're off to the races. And like I said, go watch my THETA video where I talk about all the updates and my THETA price predictions, but I'll repeat it for those of you who haven't seen it. I mean, $25 is definitely in the cards, in my opinion, for this cycle, and maybe even up to $40 to $50 if things really get heated. I mean, THETA's got a lot going on, and the infrastructure plays, I believe, will do very well. This is the time where we're going to make our bets on those horses that will win this race and become the future Amazons of blockchain tech. So let's go. Let's go. THETA, Leviathan, love this account too. DePIN and AI narratives heating up. Crypto-friendly administration taking office in January. Potential super cycle kicking off. Edge Cloud release 2 imminent. Just as THETA and TFuel are likely to be listed on U.S. exchanges, do you believe in coincidences? So some are speculating that the price has been suppressed a little bit until this happens. Here we have Mitch Liu, the founder of THETA, saying that they're focused on closing the next 50 customers for Edge Cloud, and a lot of bullish things happening. THETACon, December 8th to 9th, and also a lot of rumblings about THETA being listed on U.S. exchanges, which would most definitely give it way more exposure to the rest of the world, basically, as Americans have a lot of trouble getting it now. So, wow. Bright future ahead for THETA. And then we got Solana, of course, breaking all-time highs. The next target out of this measured move is $400 and beyond. My old target was about $600 to $800, and I think it could hit in the 1,000 area. I think we could see quadruple digits for Solana this cycle. Mega bullish. Moon mission, ADA moon mission. You guys know Cardano is my number one. I invested just under 5 cents, and I'm still holding strong. I took a lot of profits, but I believe that Cardano will be here throughout the decade, right? Like Charles Hoskinson just went to the White House. I mean, he could be the next potential on the board of advisors for the US government in crypto policy. How bullish is that? And this guy is a visionary. I feel like, we are just in the beginning of this massive mega movement for Cardano again, and that it's still such an opportunity even at these levels. Midterm price target is $6. $6. So this is a 3-day chart, but I believe Cardano could see double digits as well this cycle. And then we got Secret Network. So this was posted in the group as well as soon as I became a member of the board. So I became a board member for Secret Network. And, I believe privacy is essential in crypto. It's just like you wouldn't want your bank accounts to be shared in the real world. You wouldn't want your credit card transactions to be shown. And so privacy is important. I'm very excited for the future of this project, and just to show you a little bit more about what it is, it's the confidential computing layer of Web3. So powering Web3 privacy, Secret Network is the first mainnet blockchain with privacy-preserving smart contracts launched in 2020. This makes it possible to build apps that are decentralized and permissionless, yet private. So why we need privacy? Ethereum's big innovation was to put smart contracts on the blockchain, pieces of code that execute automatically once preset conditions are met. Very great explanation. This made it possible to not only create decentralized payment systems like Bitcoin, but also decentralized apps. However, most blockchains are public by default. All transactions and smart contract interactions can be looked up by anyone, and for some applications and use cases, this isn't an option, like when sharing sensitive health data with your doctor or financial details with your accountant. This is just the beginning of the privacy era, and I believe it's going to do very, very well. It's just $150 million market cap, more or less, and its all-time high was $10. We put this chart up when it was just right around here under, around 28 cents, and it was the buy the breakout, and it has since run up to 50 cents, and it looks like it's still going to go strong. So guys, Secret Network, if I have anything to say, I cannot wait to get started there. I just joined the board, so I'll keep you posted. THETA, this is another gem that's about to explode. We put this chart up in our lead analyst Trip in the Capital Mindset group, and it's by the breakout of the triangle or the 200 moving average, daily moving average. So it did actually break out from this point today, ran all the way up to about $7.50. So we're sitting in big profits, but it's far from done, guys. We've got measured move up to $21. And so, on these kind of breakouts, it's always looking for an entry and a pullback. Celestia is the coin. And I actually looked up Celestia. It's very interesting because I didn't study much about Celestia before this, but I heard a lot of people talking about it. So it's a layer 1 blockchain, but it's different from traditional layer 1s like Ethereum. Instead of running smart contracts or handling all tasks on chain, Celestia focuses solely on data availability and consensus, providing the foundation for other blockchains like rollups to build on top of it. It's a specialized layer 1 designed to support and secure other chains rather than perform all the functions. So it's a different type of layer 1. I love this analogy by ChatGPT. Imagine Celestia as a highway system. It builds and secures the roads, consensus, and data availability. Other blockchains are the cars and trucks that use these roads to carry their transactions and data. Each car or truck, the blockchain, operates independently but benefits from the shared, secure infrastructure. Celestia's design opens the door for a more decentralized and scalable blockchain ecosystem by simplifying how new blockchains are built. This is super interesting. So Celestia is definitely on my radar, and it's starting to break bullish, guys. This is why I'm saying if you don't act now, the train might leave the station. So after long periods of consolidation, we are now seeing them break above their 200 daily moving averages, which is a mega bullish sign. And finally, the last coin on the list is SUI. I got a YouTube up for you guys when SUI was around $1.87. Then I said, I changed my mind about SUI because I wasn't so hyped up about it in the beginning. It did have an outage recently, which was concerning, but Solana has also had quite a few outages itself. Hopefully the developers can work on that and it can be improved for future use. But just in, SUI signed strategic partnership with $1.5 trillion asset manager Franklin Templeton. That is massive. I mean, institutions are looking at SUI, and I changed my mind because of several factors. One of them was that I got news from investors in my network that a AAA game could potentially be moving to the SUI chain. So I think there's a lot going on in the background with SUI. So I hold SUI, and we had a chart for SUI in the group. If you join the group, you'll be able to see that chart. But yeah, SUI right around these prices. I'm still accumulating on the pullbacks. I believe it's going to do phenomenal this cycle. So I hope you enjoyed this episode. Needless to say, I'm very bullish on what's to come in these next several months, and it's essential that we all keep pushing, grinding, building, and thank you for being along this journey with me. I'm truly enjoying every single moment with you guys. And that's it for today. I'll see you tomorrow.